Hey guys, it's Michael, and I'm back with some more room designs to share with you today. And today in studio, I have Mandy and Steve with me. Hey guys.
Hey.
Hello.
So are you ready to see some designs?
I can't wait.
Yeah. So let's get right to it. The first one is a potions class, and this was sent in by Hufflepuff Mormon.
Oh, I think I know what Hufflepuff Mormon is a fan of.
Absolutely. I think we're all fans of Harry Potter.
Yes.
Over here, for sure.
Definitely are.
Yeah, by the way, I'm getting lots of new players submitting rooms, which is really cool. So this is the first one that Hufflepuff Mormon has sent in. And as you can see, they've used an old Halloween wallpaper and flooring here and set up those tables to make it look like a cool classroom.
And those items on the end of the tables, where did they get those? Are those...
Those are stoves, I believe, from a previous Halloween room theme. Of course, this year we have the Freaky Forest room theme. We've had that for a couple years, actually. But before that, there was a different type of Halloween room theme that you could get from the W Shop, and those were items from there. But it's really well organized because it looks like...
they've got a lot.
Yeah.
And they've squeezed in a few Cookie Scientist items, which is also pretty cool.
Yeah, that work perfectly, definitely, in this room. So great job, Hufflepuff Mormon. Let's continue on. Now, of course, we released that hotel theme recently and haunted hotel items for Halloween. And so Goldie9008 has built a hotel suite.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's like a penthouse, right? Because the elevators open up right into the room.
Yeah, it's a huge room, and there's that really cool piano, Stephen, that you can get from the Family Score prize.
Yes, one of the milestone prizes. I also like how they've set up in the corner there's little oasis where instead of staring in your living room at a TV, you're actually looking at a waterfall. That's very cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that a Family Score prize, or is that a
We have something similar to that, but I'm not sure where that one specifically is from.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Well, it is very cool, and obviously, in a lot of hotels, you tend to see these walls of waterfall, so it just works perfectly, and I love how they've added it to their hotel suite. So great job, Goldie9008. Let's continue on here. Here's another new player sending me screenshots, and it's Redhead226, and it's a Harvest Celebration room. Now, the wallpaper here was originally a Webkinz Friends prize that you could send back to your account, and I think it works perfectly here with this fall room theme or harvest room theme, because there's, of course, those silhouettes of the leaves and trees on the wallpaper, and the really nice rustic kind of brown and red colors also add to this room a lot. It's a busy wallpaper, but it works well here.
Yeah, the warm colors really, really work nicely. And also, I like those blue baskets because they sort of offset the warm tones.
Yeah, every time I think I've seen every single wallpaper that we have, there's something else that comes up that just goes to show like how many items we have. But again, also I like, adding windows here which is, I think this is a medium-sized room, but still it doesn't feel too small because when you add windows and that have a view of the outside, it really seems to like open up the space.
Yeah, absolutely. And those windows on the left are actually from our Fall Fest. And actually there are several items here from Fall Fest, like those little bowls of apples and those apple crates. And I love those two little green apple clocks that are kind of framing that doorway there. And those were actually Webkinz Friends prizes as well that you could send back to your account. So really good job. Love the Harvest Celebration room. Let's continue on. Now, we did mention earlier that we had a Freaky Forest theme for Halloween this year, and so Beer Feet have used a lot of those items to create this midnight garden. I thought it was beautiful.
It is. Look at that wallpaper. It's such a perfect setting for Beer Feet's garden.
It is, and it's very well organized as well. And I love that castle that's in the north corner of the room there. We had some Freaky Forest boulders or stones that we released, and they're scattered in front of the castle there. And of course, then it's framed with a moat, which is the Creepy Creek. And I love that item. That actually is available all year. It was originally part of the Freaky Forest room theme, but you can find it in the outdoor section of the W Shop, which is under decorations.
Oh, and I was going to say, there's that ghastly gazebo that was a fan designed that last year. And I wish I could remember off the top of my head what their name was, but it's a really cool item.
It is very cool. It's kind of like looking like it's falling apart, so it goes perfectly here. Very well done.
Yeah, I like also the where you use one type of flooring, but then we match in a lot of these floor tiles that are actually extended grassy, or like you said, the Creepy Creek there.
Right.
They really kind of able to mix and match like the looks of the ground in a room.
Yeah, and it gives that cobblestone kind of feel right in the south corner of the room there. And those other tiles that they've used are actually forest floor tiles. Those are from the Toadstool theme, but we actually did have forest floor tiles as part of the Freaky Forest theme as well. So very good job there, bare feet. Let's continue on. Now, I thought this was really creative, and it's very calming and sort of very mysterious. It's a Flutter Firefly Room, and it was sent in by PJ. Now, of course, we had this beautiful Moonlight Marsh, I think, or something like that, wallpaper and flooring that we recently released in the e-store, and that's what they've used here to give it kind of like a dawn or like a dusk sort of feel to this. It's just the sun has just gone down, and there's some fireflies, and in the middle of the room there, look at those 4 fireflies. Now, I believe that the big one there is a bed, and the 3 smaller ones are vehicles. But it almost looks like a mommy or daddy firefly with 3 babies there, which is really cool. And of course, is that a Pegasus there in the south corner of the room, the pet?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, very cute. So not a lot of items are used actually to create this room, but I don't know, it's really striking.
And I love those elegant couches. I mean, it's such elegant wallpaper. And then those couches are kind of surprising, but they fit so well with the tranquil, soft, elegant theme.
I can't remember what the name of this wallpaper is, but it's definitely one of my favorite of the recent ones where, we've gotten away from those square edges on the top, and we've allowed the flooring to blend in seamlessly to the wallpaper behind, so it gives a real kind of unique dimension to the whole thing.
Absolutely. Lots of depth and lots of life in this room. So great job, PJ. Let's continue on here. Now, this one's pretty cool. I like this. It's the Webkinz Nightly Show, and this was sent in by Husky2190. Now, this is kind of like a talk show or something that you would see at night, and there's the 2 hosts, or host and a guest, sitting at the front there. I actually did a Let's Build a TV studio in the past, and this kind of reminds me of that. They framed the TV and the 2 couches with 2 plants there, giving the focus of the room and, of course, the talk show. So really cool. Don't know where the audience is yet. I think they're being let in or they're waiting outside.
I like the skyline window in the background, too, because often when you're watching nightly talk shows, they usually have the skyline in the background. So that's a really good detail.
Yeah, and this is like the loft wallpaper, and those curtains kind of fabric on either corner really gives it also a talk show feel, too. So very cool. Steven, do you have anything to add to this one?
I like the exclusive item fountain there, just off in the corner there. Seems
right.
to add a little bit of interest to it.
Yeah, absolutely. And that TV camera actually is really cool too, and that's an exclusive item as well. So great job, Husky2190. Now, these last 2 that we're going to see today are pretty cool because they're based on actually arcade games that we have in the Games Arcade on Webkinz. And so this one, if you're familiar with the Home Before Dark game, you'll recognize this. It's the Home Before Dark Room, and this was built by Bullseye Jingles 444. Isn't this pretty cool?
That is such a great idea, and I like the prizes set out on the course, just like in the game. That is so clever.
Yeah, and the houses along the right, and there's, of course, one house is always a party house in the game, and so you see it surrounded by the 2 balloons there, which is really cool.
Even the extra little detail of taking the screen cap of this room at dawn.
Yeah, no, that's true. And there's a whole bunch of pets ready to make their way home. And of course, during the game, you have to match up the path tiles so you make a direct line from your pets to as many houses as you can. But it's really cool. So let's move on. And this was sent in by Bopper911, and it's a Hungry Hog Room. How cool is this? Now, there's a lot of detail that went into this one as well, including pieces of food that you find scattered throughout one of the boards. And also, there's bees that chase your Hungry Hog around the board. And of course, there's the Hungry Hog himself, and he's wearing a helmet, just like in the game. How cool is that?
That is so cool, but those bees look friendlier than the ones in the game.
That's true, but they are bigger, so I'm glad they do look friendlier.
Yeah, this is great. I would love to see more of this kind of thing. Just taking elements from Webkinz World and recreating them in a room. It's really neat.
Absolutely, guys. There's a challenge from Steve. Create some rooms based on some Webkinz games or areas, and we will show them to you in one of these videos. So thank you, Mandy and Steve, for joining me today.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
And thank you guys for sending me a screenshot. If you want to send me one, you can send it to me at letsbuild@gans.com. And who knows, you might hear us talking about it right here. Anyway, we'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.